Right. Okay, next we have Illinois. 8-5 a year ago, a really good year for them. Brett Bielema has done good things. They were kind of trash before he showed up, quite frankly, and he's kind of turned them around. Their over-under this year is set at 6 or 6.5, so that would be a slight turn down from where they were a year ago, which makes sense when you kind of look at some of the context. They lose their defense coordinator, Ryan Walters, to the head coaching job at Purdue. He did really good work there. They lost a number of players to the draft, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and that running back, Chase Brown, I believe is his name.
Right.
Luke Altmaier, they bring him in to be their quarterback, the Ole Miss quarterback, who I think they have a chance to maybe be better at quarterback this year than they have been. I think he's a really good get for them in the portal. I am a little concerned about some of their losses on the defense. I don't think, I know they still have good defensive players. I don't know that Illinois can sustain the level of defense they had last year, losing Walters and some of the guys that they lost to the draft. Maybe they get a little more offensive production this year. I kind of like Reggie Love III, their running back. He was a guy who was sneaky highly rated as, maybe not super highly rated as a recruit, but was offered by a number of decent programs, was kind of one of those under the radar recruits that chose Illinois. I don't know. I like what they've done. I like the job Bielema has done, turning them around so quickly. And really, you feel like you have sort of a raised floor. How do you view this Illinois team this year?
It's a team that will go bowling. I think 6-6 is very doable. That's kind of where I looked at it. The schedule, because that's what we're getting into here. They do have a home game for Penn when Penn State comes, or no, they go to Penn State. Sorry, Penn State's a home game for Illinois, if I can get that one right. But they don't catch Michigan or Ohio State, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
At Kansas in non-con is interesting. Kansas, we're not really sure about them. They were they were good. They were good last year, at least for the first half. It's a team that will go bowling. You mentioned raising the floor. I think that's a great way to put it. With what Bielema has done there, it's good to see him do well. It's really good for college football to have Bielema at a Big Ten school with good offensive line play. Somehow that just feels right. That just feels like that's how it should be. I'm going to go under. The number I'm showing is 6.5. I'll take that and go just under at 6-6. This is one where the line's right on it. I could go, you tell me they're going 7-5. Okay, great. It's 6-6. Okay, whatever. There is going to be another good year, a raised floor year for them. I have them going just under though.
I'm with you. Mostly because of the schedule. I hate the schedule for Illinois this year. They're not going to lose all of their road games, but look at their road games. Kansas, Purdue, Maryland, Minnesota, Iowa. A lot of those games are games you kind of have to win, or not a lot, but you have to win a few of those to go over, and that's just a tough road. I want to believe that Illinois can do better. Can kind of build on what they did last year. I wouldn't be shocked if they're back to that 8-5 level sooner rather than later, but I don't know about this year. Oh, by the way, don't overlook Toledo in the first week. Toledo is probably the most talented team in the MAC, which is just the MAC. I'm just saying, it's week 1, weird crap happens. Illinois should win that game. They probably will.
Florida Atlantic.
Yeah. Florida Atlantic. Yeah. The non-con for Toledo, Kansas, and the Florida Atlantic, actually, if you just say the names, you don't think that's tough at all.
Sneaky good.
It could end up being tougher than you think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fair point.